Alright guys, we are back with another Dokkan battle video, and today we are going to test out LR TEQ Fusion Zamasu. This is 55% no skill orbs, level 1 links. This is literally you pull him and you test him out in an event. Now I think I'm going to do something different than usual, so I will talk about what the unit does here. So I will break down his kit very rapidly, just to see what the character does. If you don't want to listen to it, or you already know what he does, or you just here for numbers, skip at about 6 minutes of the video, 7 minutes, and because that should be where we start to actually using the unit. So the leader skill: Realm of Gods, Worldwide Chaos, and Fused Fighters, 170% of stats and free key. And then the 30% extra is for Time Travelers or Final Trump card. If you don't play the game and this is your first time, basically he is the leader of these categories right here. This is Realm of Gods. Every character here gets the leader skill buff from Fusion Zamasu. Worldwide Chaos as well. So every character on this tag gets the leader skill buff from Zamasu, and Fused Fighters. Then if they are also on Time Travelers or Final Trump card, so you can be a combo like Fused Fighters and Final Trump card, like a fusion, or Worldwide Chaos and Time Travelers like Zamasu, or Realm of Gods and Final Trump card, you will get it anyway. If you are any of these, you will get the 200% buff. So you will get key plus 3 and 200% of stats. If you are instead just an extreme character, extreme are just the bad guys, you will get 150%. Of course, you don't have to be Realm of Gods, Worldwide Chaos, or Fused Fighters. So then the super attacks. We have the 12 key, which is now we are doing a 24 key with Zamasu. The super attack, like if I do this with the int one, this is a 12 key. So 12 key, he gets 50% attack and defense for 1 turn, colossal damage, and greatly lowers defense. Greatly lowering defense is pointless. The 18 key, he gets 100% attack, 30% defense for 1 turn, both of them are for 1 turn. He does mega colossal damage and he greatly lowers attack, which is very helpful. The passive skill, he has an entrance animation, he reduces damage received by 20% for 4 turns, and the first turn he has another 20%. So basically, you need the Realm of Gods on the same turn, on the team. So basically, this turn he has 80% damage reduction, on the next one he's going to have 60, and then if we continue his passive skill, he has key plus 6, 100% attack and defense, key plus 3 and 50% attack and defense when there are no Realm of Gods enemies, so like now we are against Cell. He has a high chance of performing a critical hit, and he has damage reduction of 40%. So the damage reduction will go 80, 60, and then baseline 40. He gets 50% defense when receiving an attack, and if HP is 70% or less, still when receiving an attack, he gets another 50% defense. Then he has an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack within the same turn after receiving an attack, and then 25% attack up to 150 with each attack received. We have the domain, call it Omnipresence. I will talk about this when we get it. The links are just normal Zamasu links, categories as well. One thing I want to point out, the defense actually kicks immediately, because look at the additional buff. Launches an addition that has a high chance of becoming a super attack within the same turn after receiving an attack. So he gets it and then he gets the buff. For the defense, it's when receiving an attack, so it's immediately. even if you get hit the first time with a super attack, you have the defense. It's up. It's something very good they did for him. Anyway, I talked enough. And links again, all level 1. We have 153k defense, but remember the 50%, it's not up, but you basically can consider it like it's up. I don't know how to really explain it. Anyway, let's start and let's see what 55% LR TEQ Fusion Zamasu can do. So 5 million, not the craziest, but we don't have big bad bosses here. And remember, it's a 50% chance to crit, and this additional did have a 50% chance to be a super. This is double digit, no, not even a question. And it's still building up, so very good. AGL Zamasu is a god, literally a god, so I'm very happy I can run him on this team. No additional, it's okay. And the fact that Int Fusion Zamasu cannot link with him, of course it's sad, but hopefully the campaign Fix Zamasu works. If you don't know what it is, on Twitter, or well, X, there is a campaign at the moment to change LR TEQ Fusion Zamasu's name in actually just Fusion Zamasu Half Corrupted. And I will highly say, like, go support it if you can. Basically, under every single post of Dokkan, either JP or Global, just post a photo of Zamasu. You will see what the people say. Copy the test. It says like change the name of LR TEQ Fusion Zamasu into Half Corrupted Fusion Zamasu. And if you can, do it. Do the post, because having this guy's name changed will be really helpful, because it's actually needed. Like, we need it because it's not the right name. This is not the right name. It should be called Fusion Zamasu Half Corrupted, not just Fusion Zamasu. Because you can tell me this guy is Fusion Zamasu, and I will say, okay, this guy is Fusion Zamasu. You can tell me this guy is Fusion Zamasu. Okay, sure. But this guy, this is not the same identical thing as that one. Like, see how big it is. It's not the same. So, anyway, we have to receive 6 attacks. I think we received 3 on the last turn. And let's see, now Zamasu has 60% damage reduction. And we are at 10 million attack stats. Remember, Big Bad Bosses is not active, and this has a 50% chance to be a crit, and this additional was a 50% chance to be a super. This damage, without Big Bad Bosses, is actually stunning. It's absurd how high this damage is, considering, of course, no Big Bad Bosses, but also all his links are level 1. Fierce Battle will be more powerful. Nightmare will be more powerful. So it's just, it's insane how powerful he can actually be. So now we do this. I mean, we have to do this. And hopefully Janembu doesn't screw me up, but we should be okay. This team can really use the help of Int Goku Black EZA. Both the TUR, the LR, the Carnival Goku Black. This team could really use all of them, actually. It's really needed. Something like that. Because I, unfortunately, I don't have Piccolo Jr. Ouch. This is going to hurt badly. 571. Okay, we leave now. Damn, that hurted. Yeah, so as I was saying, I don't have Piccolo Jr. And don't having Piccolo Jr. sucks for this team, because he will actually be on the 200%, and he will be just so helpful for this. Unfortunately, I just cannot pull him, and I don't have the coins, so there's nothing really I can do to actually get him on this team. So we get a bit of healing. We could use the domain, but I kinda want to see him like at full power, so I will not use it, and instead I will do this. So here we can see Zamasu, we have Big Bad Boss is active, we can see the huge jump in difference, up to 222k. And remember, when Zamasu is going to get hit here, he's going to get both of the defensive boost, both the 50%. So here we have both the defensive boost, we are fully built up in terms of attack. This is the maximum power, 14.9 he gets. 50% chance to crit, 50% chance to additional super, and we get it, 10 million. Wow, I've never seen a 55% unit do this much damage, insane. And he has 40% damage reduction, plus all the defense he did get, and then he's supered. He's powerful, wow. Now Agile Zamasu is going to do his things, and even if our health is not really the craziest, this team, I've noticed it, has a high healing capability. This team can heal a lot. And now we stun the thing, perfect. Because so the next phase is AGL. I want to keep Janembo rotation, even if he frauded out, we need the, I can't float him and get Kidborn rotation to just die to the next phase. So I have to do this. Hopefully Kidbu can attack a bit. So this Zamasu is not getting hit, so he doesn't have the additional. The crit is always in his passive, 50% chance to crit, as we can see it here. And I think the good thing about Zamasu is that he's not very conditional. Like, his damage reduction is at start of turn. His crit chance is at the start of turn. All his build up is only attack, which it builds up attack, but you can get hit and build up attack, it's fine. The problem is when you have to get hit to build up defense. Because they're saying you build up your defense so you can tank more, but to build up the defense you have to tank. That's just something that it's not going to work, and I think it's very clear why. So we can use the domain. I kinda don't want to, because this event is not really hard enough to get me to use the domain. That's the point. This event is not at that point in which I say, oh shit, I have to use it, but I guess we're going to do it. We can just use the domain just because I actually want to see it in game, and when we use the domain we can link Int Fusion Zamasu with the LR, so we will see 7 out of 7 links for this guy. He's one of my most summoned characters ever in a short period of time, because he's almost rainbow. So let's see the domain, and I will talk about it once we get it. Alright, so we got the domain here, and there's actually a lot to talk about. So the domain, leader skill, links, and categories of course are the same. The only thing that changes are the super attacks, the passive skill, and his name. So now he can link with other Fusion Zamasu characters. So we can see he has 76k defense. His super attack effect, he greatly raises attack for 1 turn on 12 key, and he massively raises attack for 1 turn and mega colossal damage to all enemies, so it's an AoE, on the 18 key. So you will think his defense sucks, but here's the thing. His passive skill, a universe named Zamasu, nullifies all attacks directed at the character. So literally this character cannot get hit, cannot get hurt. He will take 0 from everything. There's nothing that will ever hurt infinite Zamasu. He gets Ki +4 and 300% attack. He changes AGL and STR key spheres to TEQ key spheres. And then Worldwide Chaos category allies get 60% defense with 4 or more TEQ key sphere obtained. So here, oh no, I would like to get this TEQ orb here and this free, but I can only get the int one. So I guess for this rotation we will not see the support. Sure. So basically the domain, it's not going to take damage. We deactivated big bad bosses, but it doesn't matter because again we cannot take damage. So let's see what the domain does. But again, Cell can super attack. It's just going to be this. Cell can do everything he wants. There's no way he can damage the domain. 7.2, honestly, it's pretty high considering it's literally a character that cannot get hit. So doing a 7 million attack stats while supporting, not always, but while supporting and being literally untouchable, it's very good. Because this is not a situation like, oh, he's untouchable, but then power creep, like, I don't know, LR Golden Frieza, when he released it, and it was like, oh my god, he's untouchable, his defense is so high. No, this is literally, he cannot get hurted. The enemy could do like 7 million on normals and 30 million super attacks. Infinite Zamasu will take 0. Doesn't matter who the enemy is. So this ability, it's very, very powerful. And the condition, it's definitely tough. Like, it's not the easiest condition ever, but the good thing is that you don't actually need the domain for Zamasu to be good. Like, Zamasu is still powerful even without the domain. It's not something that he desperately needs to be good, otherwise he sucks. The domain is just something more that he has, but it's not something that he actually needs desperately to be good. I hope we don't get the Dokkan attack here. Okay, because Zamasu is going to kill this guy in probably 2 hits, maybe. Like, I think the first super attack is going to do like 90% of this guy's health. Yeah, I have 9 million. We don't have big bad bosses active, of course. I ended up running Janembu as a partner, but it's just, again, if I did have Piccolo Jr., I would run Piccolo Jr., but just I don't have him. And I like this type of team building because the friend Zamasu can link with whatever because he's Rainbow or 79% or whatever. My Zamasu, usually I link him with AGL Zamasu to try to help him out because, of course, 55% he can use some help. So here we are on this rotation, and here we can get the support, we can get the domain, so we can see the difference in int Zamasu defense. So 177k, we can get the domain, and here we see 231. So it's a huge difference. And we can do, I would like to get super effective against all types, but okay, I will do it on the next turn, because the next turn is going to be the last one with the domain, and I would like to have the super attack, like the active skill for the int Zamasu up. So this buff set always supers in slot 1, but yeah, nullified. This is amazing. And this type of unit, I think the only way this is going to age is going to be when like we get other domains, but we actually don't know. Is the domain something that cannot get hurt like always? It's like if we get Janemba in the hell with the domain, is he going to be untouchable? If we get I don't know, Frieza that blow as Namek, is he going to be untouchable? We don't know. I don't think so, but are they going to do something like he's always untouchable no matter what happens? I don't think. But I'm definitely very curious to see what happens with the domain, because at the moment you cannot use two domain like on the same team. Like if I have my Zamasu with the domain up, I cannot use the friend Zamasu's domain, so it's only one, but it's the same thing as the standby, in which like the 8th anniversary LRs, you can get both the GT duo and the Z duo to be like at the same time, to have like both of the standby up, but you cannot do it with 2Z duo or 2 GT duo. It's the same thing. When we get another domain that has maybe different conditions, are we going to get again this new domain and we can activate both? These are real questions that we actually don't have the answer to. So this is the last turn of the domain, and hopefully we can get the tech orbs we need. Okay, we can. How many orbs changing here? Where's the super attack? Okay, perfect. So we can do this. So now we have the domain buff up, and look at Int Fusion Zamasu. We are going to do the active skill here. This can be the best rotation we can see from him. We have Chi support, we have the domain support, 122k defense. It doesn't matter, but you can heal more with the orbs, I guess. I don't know if it really matters. Let's do the active skill. This should do decent damage. Let's see. No doubt, it did good damage. So now we can see LR Zamasu is at 400k defense, because he gets the 50% from his passive right away. This should be the best I've ever seen this guy. 200% leader skill, we have Chi Lai support, we have Fusion Zamasu support, 7 links, our team. Let's see, I'm very curious. Because in Fusion Zamasu, if we actually get this change for the domain in which we are able to link the LR Tech Zamasu with this Int Zamasu, and we get a Carnival Goku Black or whatever, at that point Int Fusion Zamasu can be an option. It can be an asset, because he has 20% damage reduction, so that 400k he has 20% damage reduction. This super attacks gives him 50% defense, and he has a guaranteed additional super, which also gives him 20% defense, 50% defense, I'm sorry. So this is big. Like, this guy is still good. Not the best units in the game good, but this rotation was very good for him. And he's like closer to 1 million defense with 20% damage reduction. He can heal, he has a nullification for unarmed super attack, he has orb changing. He's a useful unit. Now Chilai dodges, and now we can see the domain ending. Okay. Now we can use the other one. Oh my god, okay. I think I will use it just because, yeah, whatever. So we can see when one domain ends, we can use the other one. So now we can have the support and one immortal slot 1 unit again. You can see this is just this domain stuff. It's very powerful. If they want to keep like this team on top, and they actually give support to this team with 2 of these guys around, and you have the possibility of the domain, you have AGL Zamasu, this team can do numbers. This team can be very good. So I think Tech Zamasu performed really well. I think he was great in this one. Now, yeah, Cell is not the... Okay, we can see the 12 key thanks to the additional. Cell is not the hardest boss ever, but this was just to show his capability, and a big bad bosses unit at level 1 links, I don't think it's ideal to judge him for what he's doing at level 1 links. This is just a look to see what the character does, like just when you pull him. So we completely destroyed the stage. We were very close to die against Int second form Cell because Janembu didn't dodge it, but just make a case that was Piccolo Jr. or was LR Super Buu, which I also don't have, or it was the Carnival Goku Black in part 2 or whatever. He will be, of course, we will be way more than fine. So this was the showcase for 55% level 1 links LR Fusion Zamasu. Let me know what you guys think about him, if you pulled him or if you want to still summon for him. And I see you guys in the next video. Bye.